3 days. 3 days that takes to get done. My goodness, that was a lot of work, especially because sometimes trying to find a group where you can actually get a terminal overload going, it takes forever, but I finally managed to do it. What is up, my Squirtleites? It is I, your king, welcoming you back to more Let's Play Destiny. In the last episode, you know, honestly, I can't even remember. It's already been a few days, and I've completely drawn a blank as to what we did. I really need to stop making that a part of my intro. Like, I need to find a way around that when I do my intros a little bit better. But we are finally now at a part here in the Strider quest where we can just continue and proceed as normal. Nothing else time-gated here. We're going to be heading off to Ahimsa Park, and we're going to be, I believe, just killing Shadow Legion, who are going to be dropping little trinkets that we're going to need to grab. But we're going to basically just be focusing on this quest for the remainder of this episode. Now, I have said this before, but I'm going to reiterate here. This is an exotic weapon quest, which is why this is important, and it's for a very unique type of exotic weapon as well. A heavy glaive, the only one of its kind up to this point in the game. Now, they might make more in the future, but for right now, this is the only one we got. So let's enjoy it while we have it. So I'm going to use Quicksilver, and you can see on my second kill there, I got some location data. We'll see how often it gets. Well, there's another drop. So far the drop rates are okay. It's looking like it might be about 50% of kills, though. So 20 location data, I'm assuming I have to kill something like about 40 Cabal to get this done. But we'll just keep working on this. We're going to eventually be thrust into a lost sector here, and then we will work on that. Oh, man, I would have liked that Tangle, but alas. Kill this one. Okay, maybe not. Maybe the odds are actually a little lower than I thought. Let's see if I can't get some guys over here, and then we can put these together. Okay, there's some location data. We're doing a little better now. I'm up to 5 at this point, so pretty good demonstration of how many kills this is going to take to get it done. Is there a turret shooting at me? It sure feels like there is! I was going to say that sure felt like there was a turret shooting at me from somewhere. I love how it killed me and then it just disappeared and said, nope, my work here is done. Did not even need to exist, and yet it was just like, nah, we're going to mess with this person in particular and then just vanish like a ghost, like a phantom. The phantom of the pyramid ship. There just to kill me because of the lulls. All right, okay, we're getting a lot of Cabal in here, which is good because this is going to make this a whole lot easier, especially as I continue to create tangles. Now, I don't have to use Strand, do I? I actually didn't even check that on the thing. Let's see. No, I don't. Okay, so 6 of those. There we go. Or 6 of those left, excuse me. They stopped spawning. I was hoping we would get a lot more of them, and then that would make it easier for me to finish this, but it looks like I'm going to have to change course here and go to the other side of the map now. See what else we can find. So they already created my Tangle there. So there's one. Still one. Wow, 1 for all of that. Okay, I take back what I was saying before about it being 50-50, because I just killed like 9, 10 Cabal there, and I got 1 out of that. Here, come here. My Tangle cooldown. Oh, there it is. It just went above me. I was wondering why I couldn't grab it. I was holding down the reload button, and it didn't give it to me. Okay, 2. My goodness. This is actually quite time-consuming. Hello there. And then let's just grapple into you and kill you that way. Okay, so yeah, I don't have to be using Strand. I mean, not that the game said I needed to, but I just wanted to be 100% sure before I made that deliberation. Oh, you're not even up there. You're down here for some reason. The radar was lying to me, or at least being incredibly indecisive. Okay, we got a few more over here. Let's kill you. Shockingly direct is done. There's some more. Oh, that's suddenly a ton of location data. Okay, in fact, I think that's all we needed. Let's make sure on that. Yep. Okay, now dive into the Ahimsa Park Lost Sector for a data cipher to put together. Oh, dude, where do these turrets come from? They just drop on the ground, kill me, and then they just are like, all right, my work here is done. No, die. Gosh, that's annoying. Really? I'm like, okay, I'm totally safe to go in my menus now, and the game's just like, this is what you get. All right, I'm not going to kill that Goliath tank. That is a high-value target. I would rather just... Well, I was going to try to get up here, but apparently my Sparrow has absolutely no climbing abilities. Dude, where do these Scorpiuses just keep coming from? Go away. All right, now I got to get through this, this lost sector here. That was not the most graceful way to get in there, but it worked. And you know what? Instead of making you guys watch me just go through this entire thing, I will just see you all on the other side. All right, there we go. Got it all done. Oh, come on. We don't need to get this entire backstory thing again. Archivist wants to discuss your findings. Okay, so let's head back to Quinn, and we will talk to her really fast. And welcome back to the Hall of Heroes, everybody. All right, Quinn, what do you got to say about this? I'm hoping that we're not going to have to do something absolutely major after this, but I get the feeling that this is not the end of the quest.
Looks like you've been busy. Let's see what the Shadow Legion knows about the Vex operation. Huh. I must have translated something wrong. Because this says the Vex are trying to reach a Vex mine stuck in the Cloud Arc. It's not an attack for them. It's a rescue mission. But the occlusion's been in there for centuries. It's load-bearing. It can't be a Vex mine. The first Cloudstrider found it. She wouldn't keep something like that a secret.
Maybe we're ready to find out. Because if she did, she'd be having a crisis of faith, just like we're having.
Something interesting. Okay, so we need to go after a Vex mine then? Approach a or just approach the memorial to repair it. Or maybe we'll find out more about this Vex mine in due time. Let's interact and see what Strider has to say.
Oh, it's okay. I'll keep you safe. Just rest. It doesn't sound like Strider was talking to a Vex.
It sounded like she was talking to a child. A scared child.
You're telling me the occlusion is a Vex mine? But what, it's a baby? A baby that wants to hide from the rest of the Vex?
Well, a busy data network like the Cloud Arc would be the perfect place to hide. The Vex only noticed it when all your security reset.
I'm getting a fix on this Vex tunneling operation. Put a stop to it. We'll figure out the rest later.
Okay, well, where are we going next then? It looks like destroy the Hydras and shut down the confluxes at Maya's retreat. Okay, so we're heading back over that way again. I am just going to meet you guys back out there, and we will just move on from there. Looks like we're going to be killing a lot of Hydras on the way. All right, here we are. I'm just going to try to go past all of these fools if I can help it, and then we're going to head our way out here. Oh, here we go. Okay, this looks like the spot for it, although I've immediately gotten myself in a little bit of trouble here. I am going to try to focus on that Cyclops over there, because I know that thing's going to mess me up if I don't do anything about it. So let's try to kill it first. There we go. Okay, you need to die. Thank you. Okay, Cyclops goes down. Where did the rest of them go? I definitely didn't kill them all. Or maybe I did. Maybe my Tangle did? I don't know. I didn't think I had one ready because that was the only Tangle I made, the one I just threw. But for some reason, all the rest of them just kind of vanished. Let's just focus on them while the Whirling Maelstrom does damage. And it blew up my Tangle. Frickin' rude. All right, here we go. We got more Hydras ahead. Take all of these guys out, and then we'll move on up to you. We'll just super you to death. There's more. Oh, we got confluxes here too. We're gonna definitely have to take a look at these in a second. Let me see if I can't do a little bit of damage to you first. There we go. Oh, come here. Stop teleporting. All right, I need to go shut these down probably before I do anything else, huh? Otherwise, we're gonna get ourselves in a whole lot of trouble here. There is definitely a Cyclops shooting at me from somewhere. Where is it? All the way over there. Okay. Actually, not as far away as I thought. Right, let me just focus on it with Quicksilver Storm for a moment. And then if I can just hit it with a few glaive shots. Is that not quite enough? Okay, almost. All right. Let me grapple to the Tangle, where I'm not even supposed to be, but I'm going to use it anyway to kill this thing. So why don't you get to work there, and then I will sever you so you can't kill me while I shoot at your Cyclops friend here. Shut this conflux down. We're still going. Okay. Good, good, good. Let's continue. Oh, I left a Tangle over there. That's fine. I'm not going to worry about that too. What the? Why did I not ledge grab that? All right, well, whatever. Let's go this way. And then maybe we can get one of these. Get our Tangle cooldown. That looks like a big one. That does not look like you're an average Hydra. This does. Let me see if I can't fire a few rockets in there. I was going to try to take it out, but I didn't really work out super well. Oh, come on. You need to die. Just a second. Let's get my reload. I mean, I have the dodge on for a reason. I really need to be using it more. Just so I'm not having to reload as often. Okay, yeah, you are definitely a big boy. Holy crap. Okay, hold on. Let me rocket. That'll do. Beautiful. All right, shut down the conflicts. Is that our last one? It looks like it. The Archivist has a reward for you. I think we did a good job. But where is this occlusion mind that Strider was talking about exactly? I'm really curious about that still. Wonder if we'll find that out about a little bit later. But let's head back to the Hall of Heroes. And let's see what Quinn has for us. I'm assuming it's the weapon, but we obviously need to be 100% sure. See if we're done with this quest. Really time-consuming first step, and then the rest of it only took about, 10, 15 minutes tops? Really not that bad.
Never thought I'd help save a Vex. Of course, I never thought I'd work with a smoking hot Earth warlord either. Interesting times. The occlusion is still... asleep isn't the right word, but basically asleep. I think it just likes the quiet. It's buried too deep in the network to just yank out, so for now, I guess we just let it sleep. I'll let Nimbus and the City Council figure out what to do. Nimbus says you like weapons, and as Chief Archivist, I have access to some fun artifacts in the vault. Don't put your eye out.
So there's some interesting text that I'm going to go through over here really quickly. We're just going to kind of skim over it. You see self-output Vex output Soteria, subject paracausal hero, I endure gratitude. So the Vex mind is thanking us for helping it. Urgent, Saturn 6 contains vital information enemy of witness on Titan. If still living, preservation paramount. Do not waste time. Pay attention to this because it is going to come in handy a little bit later on down the Let's Play. But yeah, this right here is definitely the most important piece of text we're going to get out of this entire thing. Something about, and when they say Saturn 6, they mean the 6th moon on Titan, or at least the 6th classified moon on Titan. So something contains vital information. We need to figure out more about it. But for right now, let's just enjoy our brand new weapons. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to head out to I was going to say somewhere that has, do I have enough, how many shots do I have in this thing? I have 4. Okay, well, I think that's enough to demonstrate what this thing actually does. Let's head off to Liming Harbor. Oh, and actually, there is Heavy Ready. It is even better. Okay, maybe we can actually demonstrate this in the middle of a little bit of terminal overload. So let's get this all the way. There we go. Okay, we only have 9 shots. You might be thinking, that's not nearly enough for a glaive. What makes this thing so darn good? Well, let's take a look at its perks. Weighted Edge. This weapon's melee attack deals increased damage and slows targets when loaded with ammo. Okay, that's already a big part of it. It does a lot more melee damage than your standard glaive. But Big Frigid Glaive fires a large ball of energy that locks onto nearby targets and freezing them. It also has tilting at windmills. Blocking damage with your shield increases movement speed while shielding. So yes, it even has some pretty good defensive capabilities. Let's see if I can't demonstrate what Winter Bite's all about by firing this into a group of X. This thing basically just fires a missile that freezes everything in its radius, and once it finally lands and hits something, it does a ton of damage. What's more is the melee on this is a lot stronger than your average glaive. This is gotta be my favorite stasis heavy in the game. Not that there's a ton to choose from, but I love using this thing. It is so unbelievably powerful. It's all about making your shots count, of course, but you want to make sure that you're always using this thing when it actually has ammo full. You have to really work to keep it topped off. Don't fire it too often. Fire it sparingly, but you throw it into a group, and it does a ton of damage, which is just, I mean, it's such just a fantastic feeling as it goes through and freezes everything and does all that damage. I absolutely love this glaive. If we're going to get back to using stasis at some point, you can bet your butt I'm going to be using this thing, because I think it is the most interesting of any of the stasis exotics in the entire game. Really, really cool weapon, really cool reward. but also a lot of foreshadowing for the future. For now, however, that is going to be it for this episode, guys. Thank you also very much for watching. We still have a couple more things to go over in the campaign. We have the partitions to take care of. In fact, you can see right there, it is wanting us, and I think that actually is... Okay, yeah, that's the partition we've already done, so I'm obviously not going to be doing that one again, unless I really wanted to go after the under 7 minutes triumph for the title, but I'm not getting the title on this character, so not a chance. We still have to go over those other 2 partitions. Like I said, there are still, like, a little bit of associated things that we're going to be going over in due time, but for the most part, we are done right here. This is kind of where it all comes to an end, as in terms of me basically just recording everything in a linear fashion. From here on out, everything is going to be sort of out of order, like it has been at many other points in this Let's Play thus far, and we are going to be moving into the seasonal stuff, Season of Defiance. So in future videos, you will start to see remnants of that. And with any season, there is a lot to cover, so I am going to be working very diligently on getting all that seasonal stuff done as we finish the last of the remnants of the Lightfall expansion. But with all of that said, that is going to be it for this one, guys. Thank you also very much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed this episode very, very much, and I will see you all in the next one.